So the sun finally came out, and I'm making a few cyanotypes on cloth for some small works. These are only about 5 inches square. The negative itself is about 4.5 inches. So where I usually keep my prepared, whether it's paper or cloth, I keep it in my closet here. And these are the several pieces of cotton that I coated a couple days ago. Just keeping them in the dark. That's where I keep my supplies for processing film. It's kind of a messy closet. So the cloth goes down first, or paper, if you're using paper. And then, in this case, I am using a negative that I made on my printer. The original image was shot on film with a Holga camera, which I'll show you. This is my Holga right there. But I wanted a little bit bigger negative, even though this isn't really large. I sometimes make them larger than this, but I still had to enlarge this a little bit digitally and then printed on transparency. So glass goes over that. Clip it all together. If I'm doing any kind of photogramming as well, I will usually have another piece of glass on top of the top glass where I'll put the photogram material, whether it's net or botanicals or anything like that. And then just get it as tight down as I can with clips. Usually you work with bigger pieces of paper, so it's kind of overkill for this. But anyway, and we take it out in the sun. These are exposing for about 7 minutes. I might let this one go to 8. Still a little bit of fog around. It's not as bright as it could be, and it's getting to the afternoon. I have a few that I already did of this same negative right here. The first one, the exposure was a little bit less, and I want it a little darker than that because I will be trying out some T-toning with these. Okay, it's time to bring it in. Getting a little haze too, so. Yeah, should be okay. Next one might have to go for longer. Glass and negative come off. That's what it looks like before we've processed it in water. And I'll show you the magic. Here we go. Turning into a print. And then we pour on a mixture of dilute hydrogen peroxide. And it brings out that really nice blue. And then we throw water back for just a little bit. And it gets hung up here. With the others. And there you have it. That last one, I think, that actually is the exposure that I like. I let it go a little bit longer. The others are okay, but I think that's what I'm after. So next, those will dry. I've got another negative to work with. I'm not going to touch it right now. My hands are still wet. That is a pinhole from this camera, from my Zero. That's of the Seal Rock, I think they're called, out near the Cliff House in San Francisco. So that'll be the next one I'll work on, and do a few of those, and then get enough prints so that I can play with the T-toning, because I'm not sure how well the T-toning will work on cloth. It should work fine, but it's a matter of how quickly the cloth sucks up the color, and trying to balance it so it doesn't get too dark, and whether I'll bleach it or not, that's the other thing. So, remains to be seen.